Still feeling it. Still feeling it from the weekend.
Still recovering. Is that from the booze or the loss?
Both.
Bragging rights.
Both. Both. But on to episode 4, man.
Yeah.
And I know we're only 4 episodes in, but it's been a good little ride. People seem to enjoy it. Got a lot of good feedback this weekend at Q2.
Yeah.
I think some people get a little hurt when they don't get enough shout out or they don't think we talked about the things we needed to talk about. But, yeah.
We got plenty to talk about this episode.
We do.
Obviously Q2, like you just said. Another ACL Open as well.
Yeah, we can look at we'll look a bit at ACL 4. I'm not, because we had our own qualifier, I'm kind of wanting to dedicate a little more time to that.
Yeah, and obviously because of that, we didn't get much time to watch much of it. So.
We didn't. I had a lot of drinking to do with Ben Gregory for his birthday on Saturday night.
Yeah.
But speaking of Saturday night, I'm going to go ahead and do my shout out for the week to Ben's parents, Mike, and that's embarrassing because his mom's name just escaped my mind because I'm on the spot. I do apologize. That's really embarrassing. But nonetheless, I stayed at their B&B, the Clockmaker's house in the center of Ashby, and it was fantastic. Fantastic. So if you're in the area, look them up, give them a call. It's a good B&B.
We jump into the ACL then?
Sorry?
Jump into the ACL?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, singles taken down by Jacob Trzynski, this one.
Yeah.
Just stacked field as well.
His first ever single championship.
Yeah. Absolutely stacked field as well.
Oh, yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Eric Davis beat in the final. And then I think he played Ethan Walker in the final 4, and Eric Davis beat Matt Guy. So 4 big names there.
I know it ain't going to happen, but I wonder, and I know this, look, they're professionals, man. They would smoke me any day of the week. But they've been talking a while about Matt Guy and his game not evolving because he is a slide it in or airmail kind of guy. The problem with that is if the airmail's off, it's off. And he got killed.
Yeah.
Eric Davis just smoked him.
Yeah.
I mean, smoked him because he couldn't hit an airmail. He just couldn't, and he doesn't have that cut game. He doesn't have those things. So, you kind of start to wonder if he's going to look at, maybe making a change anytime soon. And I mean playing for other organizations.
Oh.
Where it might suit his game again more. Because obviously he started in the other organization. He started in the ACO. And he was a champion there. That's why they consider him the GOAT because of the longevity. He's been doing it for so long and he was so dominant for so long. I just don't. I mean, again, he made the Final 4. That's something in and of itself. A lot of other guys didn't. But it just showed, his airmail was off, and it was off.
Yeah.
Real bad off.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And then, I don't know what was going on with Ethan Walker. I mean, Trzynski played lights out. Don't get me wrong. He played great. But Ethan seemed like he made a couple shots that I wouldn't have thought he would have picked to try. But, it is what it is. He's still, still one of the best.
Yeah. Talking of off-air males, the doubles taken down by Logan Dupler and Levi Abbott against Jimmy Humans and Ian Cripps. Jimmy Humans gave up a 9-point round in that game. 3 missed airmails in a row.
Which
final.
I don't question Jimmy in his shot selection or his decision making. He's far better than me.
Yeah.
Far better than me. But I think after he missed the first airmail, he should have either tried to cut or roll or even just board it because he didn't need the airmail. They were already winning.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't need that airmail. And, like, it's crazy because you see the game before, and he had a chance to shoot an airmail for a perfect game, and he didn't. He laid up to blow out the perfect game. Where his partner that match, Ian Cripps, he got his perfect game.
Yeah.
They both could have had a perfect game in the semifinal. Right? And then he goes into the finals, and they're leading. I think they were up by 1 or 2 at that point.
Yeah, they had a lead, yeah.
And again, because we haven't mentioned this weekend was round limited. There were only 12 rounds.
Yeah.
So giving up a 9-point round in a 12-round game is huge. At that level, that means, like, well, someone has to miss 3 completely off the board. It's not common. It's not unheard of, but it's not common. So I think once he shot the airmail and he missed, I don't know, maybe try something different. Okay, even if you try it a second time, but definitely I wouldn't have tried it the third. If it was me, I wouldn't have tried it the third. You didn't need it.
I probably will, but I'm an idiot.
Yeah, but at that point, do you not think you got to now kind of, after you've missed the first 2, you got to do a little bit of damage control at that point?
Yeah.
5 points you can make back. 9 points is dang near impossible.
In 9 points, you're looking at 5 rounds plus to try and make up 9 points.
Exactly. And I think that happened in like round 8.
Yeah.
So I think that was like round 8 or round 9. So they only had 3 or 4 rounds left.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily a shot I would have made. But then, I mean, the argument can be made that the match before that and their match before that, he was hitting airmails like it was second to none, you know?
Yeah.
He hit a lot of good airmails in the semifinal match. So I don't know. That's a real tough one. And I felt like I was excited to see him and Ian Cripps have success because it was kind of when the season started and it was announced that they were pairing up, I thought it was kind of a weird pairing. Didn't know how it would work. But they've had some success and they've done pretty well this season. They played a couple times together and they've done all right. But this weekend it was nice to see them both be on and like really play well.
Make a good run and beat some good partnerships, yeah. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
I think the biggest surprise probably was not having Trey and Adam Isner kind of even competing for. I mean, they competed obviously, and they're good. They won some matches, but to not be in the even competing to try to be in the finals is a weird one to me.
Yeah. And then women's, we had Caitlin Allhouse going for back-to-back, but Elizabeth Tennyson had other ideas.
She did.
She took down the women's, yeah.
She did. In my fantasy for this Open, that was the only one I got right because I picked the field for the women's championship.
Yeah. Oh, on the prop toss.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah. I can't actually remember how I did on that. I'll have to check that later. But yeah, and then I know I got this one wrong. What seniors? Donald Cup did go back to back.
I know, and I did. I picked Damon Dennis as well.
Yeah, that's who I picked.
I did because it's tough, you know, and it's tough to go back to back. We know Devin Harbaugh was shooting lights out and lost in the finals, trying to go back to back. But I picked Damon Dennis. Regretting that, not picking Cup now.
Like I say, it's hard to go back to back, so we wouldn't have necessarily picked him, but
I contemplated picking him and I didn't, and now I regret it. But hindsight's 20/20, isn't it?
Yeah. And then juniors, Jacob Gore took it down, beating the Logan Dupler.
Yeah, the Gores are. I'm so torn on both of them because I've watched Jacob and Jackson play really well, And then I've also seen them go in, and it almost seems like and they are kids, so please take what I say with a grain of salt because they are kids. But it definitely sometimes I feel even in juniors. Now I'm not even talking opens or in pros. I'm talking just in juniors. Sometimes, man, I think like I've seen, and I think like their emotions really get the better of them to where they can't forget the last shot and move to the next one. They're, trying to make up for stuff that they don't need to. So I was happy to see Jacob win this weekend and have a good weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. It gave us something to watch when we weren't playing bags in Q2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Q2.
Yeah. Q2. Shaking things up a little bit, Q2 has.
Golly. I cannot finish a match, dude. I mean, you understand that in the 3 matches I lost on the day, I'm almost positive, and I'm going to look right now, but I'm pretty sure I had double-digit leads on all 3 of them.
Yeah, you were 10-0 up against me at one point, and then I think 15-5.
So hold on. Let me look at Alice. This is not what I want. This is what I want. So against Alistair, I think he was the only one I didn't. But I was up 8-0 out of the gate.
Yeah.
And then I got up 13-9 and never scored another point.
Yeah.
And gave up big rounds, and that was my problem.
Yeah.
And then against Nick, I again up 8-0 first round. And at one point was up 19-9 and never scored another point. But it did produce maybe one of the best shots of the day again with my 4-bag drag just to stay in the game.
Yeah, I unfortunately didn't see it because I was mid-game, but I definitely heard the reaction.
Because he 4-bagged me, and I had one sitting off to the right just a bit, and I'm like, it's 20-19, man. I've got to drag this to stay in it, and I did.
Yeah.
And then against you, Nick's hurt. Yours, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not taking anything away from you. You played well. But dadgummit, dude. 7-0, 10-0, 10-2, 10-5, 12-5, 15-5, 15-9, 15-11, 16, 18-11. And then all of a sudden it was 18-18. And then in the last round, what might be the dumbest shot on the day. Or at least that's what everyone told me. Because I should have just boarded it, get the wash,
for another
and
round.
try again. And again, honestly, I probably should have let it wash and then tried to beat you again coming back down because I was throwing better from that side as well. I was throwing better with my outside arm coming down.
Yeah, and I would have been inside arm, and I think I was probably throwing better outside arm on the day.
Exactly. So I probably should have. But I had just made the exact same shot.
Yeah.
I had just made that cut around shot, and I thought, well, I'm going to try it again. Yeah. You're down there chirping in my ear trying to tell me to airmail it. Which, hey, to be honest, I probably had a better shot at that because my cut didn't cut at all, and it just sent right off the back of the board. At least with the airmail, I might have landed short and stayed on the board.
If you'd have hit the airmail and got it, would you have won, or would that have just put you on 20? I can't remember.
I think it would have just put you.
Yeah.
If you were 5, yeah, because it was 22. Yeah, it was 20-18.
Yeah.
So if I make it, we're 20-20.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting 4, you're sitting 5. If I board it, we wash. If I make it, I'm now up 7 on 5. So I get the 2. We're 20-20 going into the last round. But I didn't.
No. I think a big point in that game was when I hit my airmail drag.
Yep.
That was a little turning point in the game for me because you were already up and then I hit that. I think that was one of the first rounds I scored points. I was like, right, come on now. So me personally, that was my shot of the day for me.
Absolutely. That was a great shot, and I think that's what that's the shot that put you ahead of me, wasn't
it? I can't remember, but it definitely gave me a bit of pep in my step. So
for sure.
I needed to keep going because you've just had my number for the last 18 months. I think it's since about May 2022 or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
2023, whatever it was. Like,
I think it was June that year.
Yeah. Season 1, whenever it was.
Yeah.
So, but then unfortunately, Jeff still has my number. Not beaten him since the UK Open Season 1.
Yeah.
I think I played him more than anybody, and it doesn't matter what happens in the game.
I'm going to take this opportunity to eat a little crow and say congratulations to Alistair and to Nick, because episode 1, I talked about sweeping both of them.
Yeah. You lit a fire under their ass.
And now I'm 0-2 against them this weekend. So congratulations to the Pettit brothers. Well done. You got me. You got me this week.
Yeah.
You got me this time. We'll see next time, though. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Remember, you got home field advantage in Feb.
Hopefully I don't feel like I did last year at home field advantage.
Well, hopefully I don't throw like I did last year down there. I didn't win a game. that was the day I nearly quit cornhole.
we also need to really we'll get back into the actual qualifier, but it just occurred to me we should have gave a shout out to the Ashby Club for hosting Saturday night. I know you didn't get to make it down, but myself and Flo came down from the Barry Baggers Club, and they held a little single elimination blind draw, and again, a lot of fun because you get to play with people you normally don't get to play with, unless you're me, because me and Flo joked about it on the way down that would it be funny if we got picked together for a blind draw, and of course we did.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad because she threw well and I threw complete garbage. I mean, just terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. So
blind draws are all about having fun. Can't feel that bad. You were mean to her in Germany still.
I wasn't mean to nobody.
You were meant to send it back down, let her get a win.
I was mean to you for beating you.
Yeah. Well, me and Flo are going to run it back the World's next this season, so hopefully we get some wins and she can be the one hitting the winning shot this time.
Will. You guys will be all right.
Yeah. We're just there for a good time. Get some wins, we get some wins.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And of course it'll be great.
Yeah.
So let's go with, first of all, let's talk about who won.
Yeah.
Or do we want to hold
another
off?
Back to back?
Do we want to hold off on that and segue in?
Yeah, we can segue in.
We know who won. Let's talk about who's your biggest surprise of the weekend.
I'm gonna go with Ben Gregory this time. Like, biggest mover from last time. He finishes 20 places higher in Q2 compared to Q1. So, well done, Ben.
Yeah. I mean, holy crap. He was just on our podcast talking about how, well, I'm one of those guys who don't just be dead last every time. I'll be dead last every time. Obviously not, Ben. Obviously not.
The look of the podcast. So, if you want to do well at Q3, get on the podcast the week before.
Yeah, apparently. send us your requests, and we'll pick one lucky person.
Yeah. We'll start the bidding. Start bidding more.
I'll
And
start
then
I'll start the bidding at 3 beers.
yeah. And then my other surprise going the other way, John Steins.
Yeah.
Gone from second to I think joint 17th finish. Just wasn't his day.
I can tell you it wasn't his day because 4 baggers had his number.
Yeah.
4 Barry baggers had his number, and it's very uncharacteristic of John.
Did you just have like a voodoo ritual club night beforehand?
I mean, that's my biggest surprise going the other way, for sure.
Yeah.
I think my biggest surprise going up the ladder, and I'm not taking anything away from Ben, but was probably Micah Davis from my club.
Yeah. He wasn't at Q1, was he?
No, he didn't get to play Q1.
No. Yeah.
He gets to play Q1. But he came in, I mean, he beat John Steins as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, he played well all weekend. Let's see. Let's see who he beat. Hold on, I gotta find it. My apologies. I had it and my phone went off. There it is. So he ran a real close game with JC, who got second.
Another one had a great run, JC.
And then he beat Steins. He beat Wishart. So I mean, he had a good day. He had a couple of tough losses, and he beat some people he was supposed to beat, but he beat a couple of good guys too.
Yeah.
But then I guess if we're going to mention JC, we got to talk about how he wasn't even going to go until that morning.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. And he got up in the morning and he's like, yeah, okay, I'll go.
Yeah, I'm sure a few people are wishing he'd have stayed at home in bed.
Yeah. I can tell you a couple that do.
Yeah.
For sure. I was just glad I didn't have to play him.
Yeah.
Well, I say that. I would have loved to have had to play him because that meant I'd still been in the tournament. That means I wouldn't have lost to you.
Yeah. It had to happen again at some point. I could have gone on the rest of my life with you having my number.
Yeah, I would have loved it, though, for that to happen.
I'm cherishing that bounty sticker as well.
Yeah.
Okay, we did give out too many of them, though, to be fair.
No, I gave up like 3.
Yeah, I had to give up 3. Oh. I can't complain.
I guess I really only gave up 2.
Yeah.
Because my third one I could have given to you.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't complain about my losses, though, to be fair. Marking round is just, he was on fire. I think he was in the 9s. And I just, straight off the bat, just too big a lead. And then I was guilty of trying to manufacture points, trying a few shots, which very low percentage. But credit to Mark, he did very well there. And then I think it was Alistair knocked me down into the losers bracket. Then Jeff, like he does, sends me home.
Yeah. I think you played well though.
Yeah, I achieved my goal for the day.
Yeah.
So I went home happy. My goal was I wanted to get a winners bracket this time round, and I managed to do that. And I wanted to improve on my finish last time, and I did that. So I went from 13th to 9th. So baby steps. So hopefully improve again.
Whereas I dropped from 5th to 13th.
Yeah.
Playing like the normal Josh.
That was a shame when we had to play each other because it meant one of us wasn't going to improve on a finish from last time. So
yeah. But it is what it is. Yeah. I'll tell you my other big surprise of the weekend or the day. Daniel Lilly.
Yeah.
I mean, we're so used to see. I mean, we literally call him the bridesmaid.
Yeah.
We're used to seeing him in the finals playing for second, like every time almost. I think there's only
Yeah.
been one time, two times maybe that he hasn't.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's
It's about seven runners up, something like that. I have to go back and look, but I'm sure it's around that sort of number.
crazy.
Yeah. The thing is, you look at his stats. He had good PPRs on the day, and that was just ran into the wrong people at the wrong time, I think.
Yeah, and I think having not played competitive this season had probably played a little part in that.
Yeah.
Um,
But I'm sure he'll be back come February and
oh my
wanting
goodness.
that runners up trophy, no doubt.
Yeah, I think he's going to come back with a vengeance, much like Charlie Lomax did this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly did. Right.
I mean, Charlie had an off weekend in Q1, and then yesterday in Q2, he just like, nope, not doing that again.
Right.
Yeah.
With that, like,
So you want to get into some few little stats, few little PPRs on the day.
yeah.
So obviously, as we know, we do 9s and 8s, and it needs to be over 10 rounds. So Daniel Lilly coming in with the only 9 PPR on the day, over 10 rounds. So he's got his 9.1 over Jeff Vaughn over 10 rounds. Then he had the second highest with an 8.6 and an 8.5 against David Morey and Roy Akers, both on 10-round games. And then old reliable Liam coming in with an 8 over Charlie Lomax and an 8.1 over Danny Lilly. His Charlie Lomax game was 17 rounds, so that's fairly good to have it 8 over 17 rounds isn't bad at all. But he did tie with Ali on the 8.6, and Ali had an 8.6 over Micah. And I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, that might have been Micah's game out.
Yeah.
I can't remember though. Jared had an 8 and an 8.25. Charlie had an 8.21. JC had an 8. Nick threw his best game of the day against me with an 8.25 over 16 rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on fire, man. He hit 4 baggers against me. Like, he had a lot in the hole. He shot lights out. Congratulations to him. But just know, Nick, that ain't happening again.
You need that rubber match.
Graham did it to me once. It took him another 18 months to beat me again. So just know that.
Yeah.
And then
don't piss off Josh.
John Steins had an 8.18 over John Wishart, the Wizard, over an 11-round game.
Decent PPRs there.
Who was the longest game on the day?
I think that was JC and John Steins. I think that was 25 rounds.
Oof. That's a long old game there, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, I managed to have a long one myself. I finally went over 20 rounds again. I've not done that for a while. Normally I lose quicker, but 21 rounds, got a victory on the feature court against Adam Knight, who's another improving player.
Yeah, I rewatched that. I rewatched that game today.
Yeah.
And it was a good one.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
Oh, yeah. Since that's a few things got shook up.
What's that?
Movers and shakers. Seems that a few things got shook up from Q2.
Yeah,
movers and shakers.
I could have probably done the math myself. I just didn't want to. I'm interested to see what the new standings will be.
Yeah. But until then, we have got our individual power rankings.
We do, and we differ.
Yeah. Well, it's all right to differ. So
Yes.
I'll go first with mine. So no surprise. Number 1, Liam.
Yeah.
Back to back. It's undeniable. It's got to be
100%.
him. Yeah, and then I got in me 2. I've got JC. Was it 5th last time? Come back. Got all the way. He was sat in the king's seat, so Liam did have to double dip him to take it down. So he had a good day. So I've got him in the 2.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Then I've got Charlie in the 3. He had a fit. Was it 5th or 7th? I can't remember from Q1, but coming in 3rd, like back to where we know he should be.
Sure.
And then in the 4, back-to-back 4th places, Jared. So can't really deny a top 4 for him. Then climbing up in the 5, I've got Ali. A good day. Then a new entry in at 6, got Dan early. I'm sure he'll climb into that top 5 again. We all know how good Dan is. And then he didn't have as good a day as Q1, but he was still a top 10 finisher. I've got Ben in me 7. And sure. And then my nemesis, Jeff Vaughan, in the 8. And then in me 9, I've got Mark Pallett, improved on Q1, played very well. And then in the 10, I've got yourself. I might have got the better of you yesterday, but your performance in Q1. And then so in the 10, and then just outside of your top 10, we've got John Steins, Nick, and myself, just all there on the cusp, trying to break into that. Well, John's trying to break back into that top 10, which I'm sure he will do. He'll be out for revenge come February. And myself and Nick, both eager to try and break into that top 10.
Yeah. Okay. So I differ with you starting at number 3. I moved Jared up to the number 3 spot.
Yeah. That, to be fair, him and Charlie, it's like that. It's interchangeable.
Honestly, I did it purely based on consistency.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 4th place finishes, and it wasn't like he just got smoked. I mean, he had good matches. So I put him up at number 3. I did move Charlie up to number 4 though.
Yeah.
I dropped, or I got at 5th. I've got Danny Lilly and Allie tied for 5th.
Yeah.
Really, they both played really well yesterday. They just had some bad luck on a couple things, but I got them at number 5, tied up there. I've got Ben Shaw down at the number 7 position.
Yeah.
I think he just had a little bit of an off day. Still think he's worthy of the top 10 spot for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm selfish. I'm going to keep myself at number 8.
Yeah.
I am. I had a couple bad games where I just didn't finish games. I didn't get blown out in the 3 losses. I mean, they were all 3 close losses. Yeah. Really, I mean, Ali was the biggest gap, but even then, it was pretty close. I think. And then I got Steins at number 9. I'm not going to take him out of my top 10. He had an off day, and we're all allowed to have off days. And I think hold on, I'll explain that here in a minute. And then I got Tony still at number 10, man. Again, had a little bit of an off day, but he was still up there. So I got him at 10. And then I have you and Nick at 11 and 12. Could go either way. So really kind of a tie at 11 to break into that top 10. And then my one outlier, and I'd probably put right behind you guys, is probably Micah.
Yeah.
Micah's been playing really well lately, and I think he's only going to improve.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if we extended to 15, he'd be in me top 15 based on this weekend.
Sure. I say, speaking of leaving John in the top 10 and all these things, and I know he dropped from second to 17th, but again, as we keep talking about, when you're only getting to play 4 competitive events a year, you are going to have, you're going to come in and have a bad day.
Yeah.
I mean, Liam had played well all season last year and had a bad game in the national championships. But we didn't, we don't take anything away from that, man. We knew coming into the season he was still going to be a force to be reckoned with. So for me, I left John Steins up there.
Yeah. And we both know he's very capable come Feb of getting all the way the top 3 finish again, and then he's straight back up there in the mix.
Easily. I don't see that happening again. I don't remember the last time John took that many losses on a day.
Oh.
I mean, to go 2-2 in rounders, and then what do you do? 2-2 or 3-2 in bracket, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But he's lost out in bracket play, but he's usually done 4-0, 3-1 in rounders. So
yeah.
I don't hold much weight in the fact that he had a bad day. I think he's still definitely a top 10 player in our league. Same with Tony.
Yeah.
Tony's he's still consistent. He still can play. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
I wanted to put Jeff up a little higher, and I wanted him to kind of be in the mix. But it just didn't really work out that way for me this week. But we'll see.
Yeah. And talking to the man on the top rankings, we're going to get him on in a minute.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're just.
Yeah, let's move on, and then let's talk about the predictions we all made last week. Or do we want to talk about him before we get him on?
Well, he should be coming on in a minute, so we'll see if we can get him in before he jumps on. So,
all right. So Ben, you picked Liam. You got it right.
Yeah.
You thought Ben Shaw had a good chance. Obviously, that didn't work out. You picked him. You're still sitting with Liam for the season, and for the whole championship. Graham, you picked Liam over Dan in the final, and that didn't work.
Yeah.
And then I picked Liam to win, but I picked the field for the championship, as we know.
Yeah.
And I'm still going to hold steady on that, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold steady on that because I'm going to take the field. The field showed how well.
There he is.
The field showed how well they can play this weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking with the field. Y'all can stick with Liam. I'm sticking with the field.
Yeah.
Sorry, Liam. I think you're on mute, bud.
Yeah.
You good?
There we go.
All right. We can hear you now. So we just went over some power rankings and what the predictions we made last week. So every week we have a guest on. We're going to have everybody do their own predictions. So you still get to make predictions, even though we know you'll just pick yourself to win everything. We're still going to let you.
Yeah, no worries.
But hey, congratulations, bud. 2 in a row.
Back to back. Been a while since we've had a back-to-back winner, actually. I believe.
The last back-to-back winner was Matt.
Would have been Matt, yeah.
And I think it was season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't happen last season, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think it did. So, yeah, well done you, bud.
Thank you very much. Yeah, made it difficult for myself, but, we got there in the end.
I'd like to say you did it the fun way. Get your money's worth. More games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think who was it? I think it was Nick came up to me at the end, and he was like, "Oh, this is getting boring now," and I was like, "Well, at least I gave people an extra game rather than just win the
I
first,
think
get the
JC.
King's
I think JC would beg to differ that you gave him anything.
No, in the final, yeah, but no, he played really well for the King's seat. That was for sure.
He played, and I take nothing away from you either, but for the King seat, man, that game, he was just on it.
Yeah, he was. Like, it was tough to stop him when he was throwing like that.
And I think that
yeah.
then goes back to the whole thing when we talk about having to sit around and wait, because you
Yeah.
got to play a few more games, and he had to sit and wait to meet you back in the finals. And I think a little bit of sitting around kind of set some fatigue in, and he just didn't throw as well. He kind of fell out of a rhythm a bit.
Yeah, definitely. That definitely happens, but I suppose it's part of the game, isn't it?
It is, because you've been in that position before.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah, but it was a good day all round. I feel like the quality of like the player, if you compare JC to this time last year, yourselves this time last year, I think you can say that for pretty much everyone. Everyone's improved massively. So that was probably what made this win feel even better, was that the standard was really high as well. So I was pretty pleased with it.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it wasn't hard for me to improve my standard on last year, let's be honest.
He says that as a man who represented GB last season, but
Yeah.
Liam, even blind squirrels find nuts every now and then.
Yeah. Very true.
Hey, I plan on getting there again. I want 3 years in a row representing Team GB.
Let's go.
I still need to. I improved on Q1, Q2. I need to improve again, I think, for Q3. So.
Yeah, I think I haven't seen I don't think the rankings for post yesterday has popped up yet.
It has.
But I think it's going to be pretty close though, because you see some of the higher ranked players from Q1 drop down. They would have lost some points on some people that were below them. I think that top 6 is going to be pretty like hotly contested.
Well, from third place down will be contested. First place, with only 4 events, there's nobody catching you now. Because the thing is, and I say no one's catching you because it's not like you're all of a sudden going to go Q3 in the UK Open and finish dead last.
Yeah.
The only way anybody catches you is if you don't show up. And then someone has to win both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Steins would probably be the closest because he was at second. And even with the kind of poor finish this weekend, he could come back and win one or whatever. But, I mean, you're going to be sitting at over 3,000 points.
Yeah, I think it would be, wouldn't it, with 44 players yesterday.
I mean, I can't imagine anybody's really catching you.
Yeah, well, hopefully that was the goal for this season anyway. So I'll keep coming there, obviously. I'll keep coming, and
I picked you to win the table, and I think we're gonna see that happen now because you won this weekend as well.
Yeah.
So, but you never know. I may call Tanya Harding and get someone to really club you in the knee or something. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. If that shit happens, he lives in London. If that happens, it was not me. Not me.
Well, from your missus, we've heard the story of how unlucky a mustache can be for you. So keep growing it. We never know.
Hey, he's Captain Smack. He's got the shush stick. Shush. And if you guys out there don't know what we're talking about, go look up Captain Smack from the movie Home and tell me who wore that mustache better.
It's coming on. It's coming on. You know.
Or keep telling yourself that, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't do what I did in Paris. Do not dye it. You will never hear the end of it. Alex still reminds me every time I see him about it.
Oh God.
Well, no, just don't dye it like black. Try not to show grays. You want to rock up and it be pink or purple or some cool color, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
I've given up now. Just embrace the grey.
Me too.
Although we've both got plenty of years on it, Liam, anyway, so he doesn't have that worry yet.
Yep. Oh, sure.
Well, I'm another year older tomorrow, actually. So.
What?
Yeah.
Well, happy early birthday.
Oh, happy birthday for tomorrow. Yeah.
How old are you going to be?
I'm going to be 28 tomorrow. 28.
Wow. Ripe old age of 28.
Yeah. Out of the 27.
Funny enough, the first time I moved to England was in 07, and that's when I turned 28. So
Nice. Well, yeah. Hopefully we just moved it. It's been pretty busy recently. So,
yeah, congratulations. You and
yeah.
Helly got y'all's own place.
Yeah. So I've literally just come back from buying cushions, which is always fun. A bit of a come down from yesterday.
Right.
Hey,
all right, back
nice.
to my regular life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back to the old domesticated life.
Yeah.
So, seems that we got you on.
Yeah.
We have Ben do this. Shall we throw you a deck around?
Yeah. Sounds good. I like the segment when I listen to it. It's good.
Rapid fire.
Okay,
Right.
got you.
Not a lot of thought. Just let's go.
How
First
did you
thing
get
comes
into
to mind.
How did you get into cornhole?
I was hungover, watching Instagram reels, ended up going on YouTube for 4 hours, bought some boards that day, played the weekend after. Done.
Love it.
Nice. So, how long you been playing?
It's about like 14 months or so from my first bag to now.
Once and already that good. It's not fair.
I mean, you say it's not fair. I follow him on Instagram. He's putting in the work. So
Yeah, to be fair, actually, you're putting more hours than a lot of guys. So
a lot of guys combined.
yeah. You go cornhole goals.
Cornhole goals. I've got 3 goals. One of them I think I'm going to do, which is UK #1. Second goal might take a little bit longer, but it'll be European #1. And then my fantasy, my big goal, world #1. Why not? Anyone can win.
No.
Anyone
Yeah.
can play.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Your cornhole highlights so far.
I would say highlights so far. Making the GB team was pretty big. That was something that I didn't expect to do. It's nice to be able to sort of represent your country.
Captained it as well.
Yeah,
just represent you. You captained us. You captained us well as well.
Yeah, I was pleased with that. I would say that one because and probably my first qualifier win as well. That was big for me because that settled my nerves quite a bit.
Was that Q3 last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, Q3 last year against Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember watching that court side, sat next to Haley, and she was a bag of nerves, bless her.
Yeah.
Right. Next question. Favorite shot? We know you've got pretty much them all in the bag, so.
Yeah, like for me, it's always going to be the roll shot. I just it makes the difference quite a lot of the time, and it's difficult. So if you pull it off, then yeah, you get a lot of momentum from that shot when you're able to pull that one off.
And bags you currently use?
Bags I currently use, I've got them here actually. I've even got props today for you. I've got my GB swag bags, Emerald XRs. These are what I used yesterday.
I'm positive he only uses them because his girlfriend designed them.
They're not actually my most favorite design bags, I have to say.
I didn't say that they were your favorite, and you didn't need to say that out loud.
Put myself in the doghouse a little bit, but
you just moved in, man. You're already gonna be sleeping on the couch. Dang, dude.
Yeah, these are what I use at the moment. These are my ACL bags, and probably my most favorite at the moment that I use. ACO comps, I'll use Gusto metals, same as the Hurt Brothers and some friends that we got there. But I did just pick up these ones, specially made from John Chivers. These are swag bags, Deliriums, but this design was only made for, I think it was the Rosed edition, but I just love the design. So Chauncey from Swag Bags managed to put this together for me. So I'm breaking these in for the next couple of months.
Oh, good. Another set of bags to kick our ass with.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I mean, we've got like 17 sets of bags now to choose from. Some of them, yeah, we just like the design.
Yeah, I thought I used to be bad.
Oh, yeah.
I think I need to sacrifice.
Let's get on with the Deca because I have a question about all your bags after the Deca round.
Okay.
I've been wanting to ask for a long time.
Favorite player?
Favorite player? When we're talking like, I'm gonna split them. ACL, I like Eric Davis, the magician. I like his highlight shots. I like. Sometimes I try and go for those shots because when they come off, like, yeah, they look so good. And then ACO, I like the Hurt Brothers.
Yeah.
We got to know them in America and, had pizza with them. Generally nice lads and quality players as well. And then I'll say Helly for my favorite UKCL player.
Your dream cornhole partner?
Dream cornhole partner, Adam Hisner.
Yeah.
After seeing him at the World Cup,
Germany. Yeah.
He just brings the energy, gets in the opponent's head. Like watching him literally 4 feet away and just watching him play was like, I was like, yeah, that's a cool guy.
Yeah.
And we got T-shirt signed and got his beer cozy as well. That was really nice.
Yeah.
Good laugh.
Yeah. Favorite thing about cornhole?
I would say when it comes to, it's always going to be the community for me.
Yeah.
It's just got to be like, I always like improving. So I've always been into sports and things. And you always improve yourself as a person through sport. But when it comes to cornhole specifically, it's always the community. Like from here, Europe, America, we've only really met nice people, lovely people.
And then the last one, if you had to have a walkout song, what would it be?
Oh, wow. I know Helly gave you that question yesterday as well, and I still didn't think about it. I'm gonna say Who Let the Dogs Out, since I'm L Dog. Why not?
Yeah.
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 Why not?
Okay, I can dig it.
Yeah. You just mentioned Helly.
Yeah.
Can we get her on next year? Get her to throw a deck around too?
Yeah, let's get her on there. Come on, Helly.
Right now. Helly.
Yeah.
You're up.
Let's go.
They want you to do the deck around. Yeah, she's just made dinner, so my dinner's here. I'm gonna have a little bit of that while I'm gonna keep you on my headphones, but
You keep one of them in.
Sorry, guys. Not looking my best.
You're talking to two scruffy-looking idiots. What do you mean?
Ellie.
I've just made carbonara, so
Can you give him one of those back so that he can hear any comments we have?
oh yeah, I'd love that actually.
oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it together.
I'm
I'm
sure
looking like
some
I
of
just
you,
rolled out of bed.
I'm sure some of your answers will be the same as Liam's, but right,
Oh,
deck
hopefully.
round.
I don't know actually. We discussed this last week, and our answers were actually different.
Well, that'd be good. How did you get into cornhole?
Unfortunately for me, it was him.
Yeah.
It was
Real
actually
unfortunate.
funny enough. It's actually quite a good story. It was the day after we became official as boyfriend and girlfriend. We went out.
Yeah.
We had a lot to drink. We became official in a gay club, actually. Had a lot to drink.
With
Cheap
that
drinks
mustache,
in
I'm not
Soho.
surprised.
It was like £5 a pint. And then the next day we were both feeling a bit worse for wear. I was reading my book. He was like, Helly, come see the sport I'm watching. And on that day, on the Sunday, he bought the cornhole boards and the bags, and that was it.
So, based on that, I'm guessing this is going to be a very similar answer then. How long have you been playing?
Same time as Liam.
Yeah.
July last year, right?
Yeah. End of July last year, middle of July.
Middle of July. It was about the 15th of July, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Don't tell anyone, but Liam has a calendar where he's tracked it all.
We didn't tell anybody, you just did.
Ellie, I have Instagram. I've got his same calendar.
Yeah, exactly. No, I remember the minute he put it in, he's actually got in his diary. I don't know, have you told them?
No.
He's got it in his diary for cornhole training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to schedule it.
He schedules his cornhole training, literally. Like he has it in regularly every Saturday, like 2 till 4, whatever. And he'll even schedule it in between his sessions during the week.
That's why he's number one in England. And we're
Yeah,
not.
exactly.
Wow. Yeah, exactly.
This is where the rest of us are going wrong.
Some of us
I
have
will
to get
tell
like,
you though, training with him is actually fine. He doesn't play as good as he does in competitions with me, so I have actually beaten him a few times. But
what?
to be fair,
Is that 'cause he
Different
doesn't want to
scoring
sleep on the
different
couch?
scoring system, yeah. But yeah,
Right.
no, he tried out everything with me, and luckily I'm quite good at throwing blocks, not in a competition setting. I'm quite useless in a competition setting, but in training I'm quite good because I throw block.
I'll differ with you on that. Q1, when we played in rounders, your block game was pretty well. Luckily for me, my airmail game was probably the best my airmail game
Graham.
was
I
on
was
that
like,
day.
there was nothing else I could do. You were just airmailing everything. I couldn't do anything else. But I did everything I could do, but you were just smashing it. So that's all we can.
You made me work for it. Right, next one.
No, sorry. What? Yeah.
Cornhole goal.
Actually, I think I achieved it this weekend. First competition that I've not cried at. The next one would be, I have won a couple of games previously, but the next competition would be to win one.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. But I'm not too upset about yesterday. I definitely think it's the first one I haven't cried at because I get too invested and frustrated at myself. So yeah, I think that's one. Next one. Win 2 games, actually.
Why not?
Let's do it. I'll win 2 games, hopefully.
I'll tell you what, you win 2 games at the next competition, there's a koozie with your name on it.
Okay. Oh, well, I now live with him, so the
Training's going.
the
up.
training's going up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you
Let's
put a
go.
cozy into it. Well,
Yeah.
everyone can just go away.
Your cornhole highlights so far.
There's actually so many. I would actually. This is gonna sound really soppy, but it's the friends I've made.
Yeah.
Like Flo, Vicky. Like I text Vicky all the time. Flo's so lovely. We're gonna do Christmas presents together. It was so good as well to go to America with Liam. Luckily for me, he was the one that won it.
Not America. I didn't win the world.
Oh no, no.
To make that clear there.
No offense, but
No,
we need
he
that.
won the chance to
Yeah.
go. Like if he didn't win that, then we wouldn't have gone. But it was so good. But honestly, I think the highlight is the friends. Like it's also Trier with you, Josh, and Graham, and everyone else was so good.
Yeah.
We had the best time. We ate a lot of McDonald's, but
We had a good time.
yeah, I think that's the highlight is the friends.
Yeah. Favorite shot.
Ooh, this changes quite frequently for me because I'm still trying to get better. But at the start, whenever I first started, it would have been a block shot. But now apparently I'm throwing airmails left, right, and centre, so I'm going to have to say an airmail.
Yeah, nice.
Well,
So,
hopefully they're not airmails, they're just center.
Let's not talk about the airmail drag with the wrong person's bags.
we'll move on to the next question then. So, which bags do you use?
I use the heavy hitters from Big Daddy Cornhole at the minute. They're my favourites.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few, and the Reynolds for ACL competitions.
Yeah.
Liam's, by the way, you've not got the shot, but Liam's bending over to go grab them all. And then at the moment, also loving the Kitsunes from Angry Panda. Our boards at the minute are quite bouncy, so it's dependent, but heavy hitters for me. Yeah, heavy hitters, Angry Panda. Not Angry Panda, sorry. Big Daddy Cornhole. Heavy hitters, they can be quick on the slick side if you want them to, but they're very hole friendly and they can block when you want them. They're very good bags. Yeah, very versatile. Yeah.
Your favorite player?
Well, okay. I'll say.
Okay.
The
non-political answer.
Oh gosh, that's actually quite a
Favorite
hard
player
one.
you don't live with.
Oh, I know exactly who my favorite player is. He's an ACO player. We call him Fergie.
Oh God, Gary Ferguson.
Gary Ferguson be my favorite player. Yeah, because he's so nice. We met him at the ACO Worlds in July, and he was hammered most of the time, but an exceptional player. Really good player, and also the way he treated everyone was just amazing. Like he was very inclusive, very kind. Yeah, I'd say Gary Ferguson would be my favorite player.
Your dream cornhole partner?
No.
Liam. Dream cornhole partner.
Didn't you guys play co-ed at Worlds?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and we were actually pretty good, weren't we?
Yeah, we came up against 3 pairs, and all 6 of them were pros, ACO pros.
And we did really well.
We got 18, 19 points against all 3 of them.
I will say one thing: I'm not great at singles. I'm so much better at doubles. I'm so much more comfortable in that. My favorite partner, apart from you,
dream partner, not favorite, dream.
Hissner.
Yeah.
You think?
Oh, I don't know.
you got on well with him. I mean, you were talking his ear off in Trieste.
We'll go Adam Hissner then. He gave me his cozy and he was a really nice guy. So yeah, let's go Adam Hissner.
Yeah. Right, I think we touched on it briefly already, but your favourite thing about cornhole?
Well, obviously the friends and the community, because we all get along so well. But actually, it may not show in competition, but I'm actually quite good at it. So that's what I quite like.
Yeah.
I just need to get over my anxiety in competition. But whenever I play with Liam, I throw some good shots, and I'm quite proud of that. Actually, I've been learning a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And then last one, what would your walkout song be?
Oh, it's definitely going to be AC/DC.
Yeah.
Which ACDC?
Oh, I think it might be Thunderstruck.
Good choice.
Nice.
It's definitely better than Baha, man. Sorry, Liam.
You to be fair, it's his namesake, I guess, but it is crap compared to my choice.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the better ones.
I was thinking Highway to Hell because a lot of people call me Hells, but I think Thunderstruck, it's got a place in my heart. So yeah. Have you guys answered your one? What song would you guys walk out to? We're not allowed to know.
You gotta wait. We don't want to give it away too soon. Sorry.
Right in the first four.
I do have a question.
That is true.
What's that?
All right, because obviously I follow both of you guys. I talked to you guys while y'all were at Worlds. I saw all the pictures of the 17 sets of bags that y'all brought back with you guys. How much was your excess baggage?
Honestly, nothing.
What?
We got away with it.
It's the beautiful British accent just gets us through.
All I thought is when y'all showed that picture, and I think it was you, Helly, that I messaged about it.
Yeah.
All I thought was, oh my goodness, they're gonna have to empty out a whole suitcase just for that.
No, we didn't. I mean, we binned a lot of like
every set
shampoo. No, we binned like shampoo that we didn't need. I also got rid of my hairdryer, but it was breaking anyway, so it's fine.
That's true dedication to cornhole. Cornhole bags, hairdryer, whatever.
Exactly.
I think you
and
two,
also, it was great. Sorry, Graham.
I've got a patch on my Zucker. It says my name is Bag Hoarder. It ain't mine anymore. Next tournament, that patch is for you.
Thank you.
I can't knowingly own that patch anymore.
Also, we said no more bags. Who goes and buys another set of bags this weekend?
Yeah.
Hey, when you win 2 qualifiers back to back, you kind of get the right to buy another set of bags if you want them.
Yeah.
Here, look, it's also Liam's birthday on Tuesday, so he deserves to buy himself a little birthday present. It's fine.
That is true.
Also, I'm not buying it for him.
Well, thanks for being on, guys.
Thank you for having us.
No problem at all.
We're going to miss you guys until February. The next one's in Feb, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, you'll hear our voices over the next few weeks, every week.
You're going to see our 2 ugly mugs every podcast, hopefully.
Definitely.
And,
well, yeah, absolutely.
As you mentioned earlier, we've got Christmas Secret Santa that some of us are doing anyway. So
I'll put it into the group chat. Yeah,
so
we'll do that. That might be a nice little episode.
Yeah, so we'll see each other over a Teams call for that, no doubt. But,
yeah.
Until Feb. Then.
Until Feb.
Again, congratulations. Well done on another great victory. And we will see you guys.
Oh, shut up!
In the flesh in February.
Yeah, see you then, gents. Thank you.
See you guys. We miss you already. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. And then we've just got what's on this week?
Well, what is coming up this week? I don't know much of anything like tournament wise. You got the first weekend of December, we'll have ACL Open number 5
Yeah.
and the ACL Canada Open number 2. This coming weekend, not much.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Let me have a look real quick on my calendar and see what I got. Yeah, I don't have anything, man.
Just the local practice nights then.
Yep.
I think so. Tuesdays down in Ashby.
Tuesdays,
And,
Ashby. Tuesdays
yeah.
are Barry St. Edmunds, the Barry
Yeah.
Baggy.
Thursdays, Newcastle Cornhole Clubs on this week. Cumbria Cornhole Friday. And then
Or you guys.
nothing this
Manchester
week in
Friday.
Manchester. No.
No.
And then Sunday is Dave Moray's club.
Solve it.
So Cornhole, yeah. So if you're in the area of any of them and you want to give it a try, that's who to look up. We'll share.
If you're out there listening and you need to know where any of these are, if maybe you're not in the UKCL and you stumble across our podcast because you're interested in some cornhole, if you go to the UKCL website, they have all the listings of the clubs and where they're located.
Yeah,
And
but we'll share that on our social anyway.
Yeah, we'll share it too, but just in case.
Yeah.
And then I guess we said we would finish with a corn star, but we kind of already gave the shout out to Mike.
Yeah.
And the Clockmaker's House. Again, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Lovely B&B. Check it out if you're in the area. I've already told them I want to reserve a room for April.
Yeah. And I'm thinking I'm going to do the same this time. Like, definitely
For sure.
coming. Oh, I feel like I missed out on Saturday night.
Yeah.
This time round. So
at the very least, we had a good time out drinking.
Yeah. Well, we'll do that in Feb. I'm definitely coming down the night before. So we'll do some drinking in Feb.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
All right, I guess until next week.
Yeah.
I'm Josh.
I'm Graham. I'm Graham. You should remember. Just bought it. Please. Ladies. Love you, bud. Bye.
Love you. Bye.